Okay, a quick cautionary tale about the difference between a correlation and a cause and effect relationship. I'm reading a story about the role of smoking in preventing, or so-called for preventing COVID-19, right? There's a lower incidence of daily active tobacco smoking in patients with COVID-19. Um, it's a feel-good story for anybody who's trying to quit smoking and can't do it, right? It's also a very exciting story that could potentially generate a lot of traffic, right? Everybody's expecting smoking to do bad things to you, and then there's obviously people working on therapies that involve taking nicotine, maybe not by smoking it, but this is obviously earth-shattering news, right? But I think it's false. And to see why it's false, I live in Seattle, Washington. What's the smoking rate here? It's about 13 to 14%. About 1 in 7 people smoke here in Seattle, right? Most people really hate the smell of cigarette smoke, right? So you have somebody who's a heavy chain smoker, they smell bad all the time, even when they come in after smoking or when they're outside smoking, that you definitely don't like smelling it, right? What's the first thing you do? You probably keep at least 6 feet between yourself and that person, right? So no surprise that they get COVID-19 at a lower rate, right? What happens after they get COVID-19 is probably a whole different picture, right? I remember where this virus started. It started in a country with a very high smoking rate, right? Obviously, in places like that, people don't experience social distancing from the idea of smoking, right? Because so many people smoke. Here in the United States, it's a whole different story, right? But what happened to the critical thinking in the general public, right? People see this and they think it's exciting news and they forget their common sense, right? I really hate to be the one to point this out. I looked everywhere to see if anybody had pointed out this theory. Nobody, right? It's very common sense, and I'm surprised nobody has questioned this even, right? Thanks for watching.